my dear students, and we're back for another interesting lesson for our video for today. And before we'll start or proceed with our discussion, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates in my lesson or video lessons rather. Okay, so here we have using reporting verbs in summarizing a text. I'm pretty sure that you are very familiar and you already know how to summarize, right? We have one of the lessons already here in our channel, the basics of summarizing, in which you were taught or we learned how to really showcase the statements or the content of our text and how we really summarize a text or a certain text, right? So here we will be taught or we will be learning how to use reporting verbs in our summary or when we summarize something. Okay, so we will have to have this definition on about the reporting speech or reporting verbs rather. Okay, what am I saying? Okay, here. Academic writing requires you to use citations to refer to the original source when you have used someone else's idea or concepts in your writing. Yes, that's definitely right. So there are times that we do citation. Yes, to give validity of our content, right? And by the way, this discussion will have a little combination of our Visaya or Visayan language, okay, or vernacular rather. Okay, so just to give a deeper understanding for my students. And okay, one of the most common ways to incorporate these citations into your writing is to use reporting verbs to present the information. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier. So, para daw mas tagaan pa jud og kabugat ang ato ang gisuwat sa ato ang summary, of course we need the citation. Probably in our introduction, we do have the citation of according to a certain author or the philosopher. And when we summarize, when we are already in the last paragraph of our text, then we need to emphasize our content or really what our idea is. Di ba, if you were able to recall, in summary, so dapat nimo tagaan na o gana ang katong imuhang gibutang sa introduction ba, so you really have that convincing idea or convincing power that what you introduced is really believable or something really true. And how we are going to do that, okay, we need to use the reporting speech. So dapat dili na siya pina-according to a certain author. So you use certain verbs para mas mo hatagan og bili kung imuha jud ang gisuwat. Okay, you will understand it better. You will go to the next page. Okay, here. Academic writing normally requires the use of multiple information sources. And to evaluate the quality of their ideas, one important tool for doing this is reporting verbs. Okay, reporting verbs tell us that someone said something. Yes. However, careful selection of reporting verbs can help show your assessment of the quality of what they have said. This is a vital academic skill. It not only helps turn ordinary pass level work into much better work, but it also develops your critical thinking skills. Okay? Kung maggamit daw ka o imuha daw gamitan og reporting verbs ang imuhang academic writing, mas mo level up ang imuhang understanding or ang katong mga mobasa sa imuhang text, okay, rather kay gipabug-atan man nimo ang katong gisulti or ang gisite sa katong imong gisite nga author or a certain philosopher, right? Okay, so we'll go further for the discussion. Okay, here, reporting verbs help you show your opinion of others' ideas. Kay dili man malikayan, di ba? And yes, again, if I'm not mistaken, I have mentioned earlier nga para mas naay credibility, naay validity ang imong gisuwat, you need to have the citation. You need to acknowledge the rightful owner. Kung kinsa gito nga statement gikan. I'm pretty sure you do have your own opinion as well, and it will be more mas tagaan siya ganang kabugaton ba, or the substance of what you are just telling there, if naatoy, okay, rightful owner, if na kay mga citation. Okay, so to have or to help you better understand, okay, the use of reporting verbs in your summary, okay, naay part nga, I believe that the literature is correct, so there is like a stronger position on that kung inig summarize nimo. So we have to remember ha nga itong summary na naman sa last part, no. We do have the first part as the introduction, second part is the body. Then for the summary itself, ato ang naman gitagaan og conviction ang ato ang gipang storya sa introduction o sa body. Okay. So we also have a neutral attitude towards the veracity of the literature. Kung klaro ba ang gisulti ngadto sa imuhang nabasa, so it's either correct or not. Okay, so it's the neutral position. We do have certain verbs nga ato asang gamiton para ana. And if there is also a belief that the literature is incorrect, then we do have a weaker position or weaker verbs to be used. Okay. So later on, yeah, you will be introduced to different reporting verbs to be used. Okay. For common reporting verbs for academic writing, we have. So we also have to understand and know how to use the verbs correctly before placing them in a sentence, and use past or present tense as appropriate. Okay, so there are instances actually that these reporting verbs can be used in the present tense or in the past tense. Okay, but normally, as I have understood, in your summary, we do have like the use of past tense when we try to rephrase someone else's ideas. But again, there are instances, okay, when to use this past tense or the present tense too. Okay, so for deeper understanding, okay, the next page here. Okay, this slide here actually, or the screen here, I just got that from our previous lesson, or one of the lessons rather, okay, in our academic writing, which is the basics of summarizing. I have this one in the last part actually, as far as I remember, if you can check it out. I will also be giving you the link after this video. So reporting speech, or verbs again rather, okay, is a word used to talk over another person's works or claims. They are generally used to integrate the basis to the discussion in the text. Okay, so this is the words that we have here is according to Highland in 1999. These are the list of number of reporting verbs he used, or as he may suggest. Okay, so we have here yeah, some of the disciplines or the subjects. These are the reporting verbs. Okay, so this is arranged actually from most common to the least common here. Okay, so these are the most common verbs here, and there will be more verbs yes, entertained or being given to you here. So reporting verbs which indicate a viewpoint. Okay, so here, okay, we have the weaker position on this left side, and to the right this is more on the stronger position. So we say for addition, so we only have the neutral position. So for example, the author, okay, so Miss Lasala adds the fact. Okay, so you can use the word add. Okay, so advice, so you do have advices here. Agreement, okay, weaker position is admits or concedes. Then you may try to use applauds, congratulates, okay, extols, praises, and supports. For argument or persuasion, so yeah, apologizes for the weaker position. Stronger position for that is alerts, argues, boast, and all those words here. Okay, so there are still a lot actually. You can take a picture of it, or if you wish to yeah, review the lesson we have. Okay, so let me go ahead and move this forward. Okay, so believing. Okay, discussion. Again, these are the words that can help you use reporting verbs in your summary. So we have here in conclusion, discovers. Okay, Miss Lasala discovers that. Okay, or finds out. Okay, or realizes something. Okay. So yeah, another verbs we have here, or reporting verbs. Okay, to give emphasis on your viewpoint. Okay, and okay, explanations, articulates, clarifies, explains. Okay, I think some of these verbs are very familiar to you, right? Okay, so presentation, we can have announces promises for the stronger point. In here, there are a lot for the neutral point. Okay, so you know where or which verbs to use, if it's stronger or actually not so. Okay, I'll try to just recall if I am on the right screen here. Okay, so the grammar of reporting verbs, this is what I mentioned earlier, that it can possibly be past tense or in the present tense. Okay, reporting verbs have simple basic grammar. However, it can be confusing because there are two basic patterns for this. Some reporting verbs belong to one pattern, some to the other, and some to both. Okay, so others can be in the present tense, others can be in the past, and others are just neutral. Okay, the pattern one we have is verb plus noun, so we call that one noun phrase. Okay, the authors show the devastating results of this policy. The authors show the devastating. Okay, so we have here the word show. Show is the verb plus noun, the devastating. Okay, show the devastating results. And then we do have here, okay, the citation, or yeah, the author. Okay, another example, Gillard 2012 indicated her negative opinion of Abbott's proposal. Okay, indicated, okay, is the verb. Her, okay, her, we do have here, this is actually a pronoun here, right? Okay, and okay, the Pinker 2002 frequently approves of Chomsky's theories. Okay, we have here the verb approves and then the noun here of Chomsky. I mean, yeah, actually the theories here, is our noun here. So yeah, that's the pattern one, the verb plus noun. And the pattern two we have is verb plus that clause. Okay, we do have the example sentences. Again, be reminded that this is now in the summary part. Okay, when you have your summary already, again, you try to have the conviction or rephrase what you have said in your introduction. Okay, example sentences. The authors show that this policy had devastating results. Okay, the authors show that, okay, that this policy, this is the that clause here part. Okay, another, Gilliard, okay, indicated that Abbott's proposal was unattainable. I'm sorry about that. Okay, yes. Okay, here we go. So this is the pattern one we had, and then we just rephrase that to have the verb plus that clause. Okay, this one is very simple, and the pattern one goes like this. Okay, so as you notice, okay, so these are, okay, the verbs being used. Okay, so here, reporting verbs are normally in present simple tenses, sorry, especially for recent articles and books. Okay, so dire na ta ha. So usually day kung himo ka og present simple tenses sa imong reporting verbs, kini siya ang mga articles or books nga gigamit recently. Okay, so example here, Turner 2010 states that the modern state wields more power in new ways. However, use the past tense if presenting the results of the past research, even in recent literature. So again ha, kung mogamit daw ta or present daw ta og mga past research or conducted research before, even daw sa recent literature na, pero na-conduct na ang research even before. So mogamit ta og past tense. Example here, the groups observed during the research showed a range of leadership styles. Okay, this is according to Kang 2006. Okay, so the research showed a range of leadership styles. So 2006, this is very like yeah, earlier. Pinaka sayo is yeah, pinasauna pa ba? Okay, I hope I made clear myself to that. Okay, so that ends our lesson. I hope you have a clear idea now on how to use these reporting verbs in your summary. I hope you guys can have a good summary this time. So thank you so much for joining with me in today's lesson. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my videos. Thank you so much, and that's it for today. Study well, my dear students. Bye for now.